Imagine having a close relative, very close relative, in your proximity, telling you for multiple times how much maybe you're worthless, or you know you're just disappointed in you, and just demeaning, cursing you, whether in your proximity or in your face, right? How would you feel? How would you respond? Most people respond with aggression, with profanity, get out of my face, and very harsh remarks back. Most people would, and I've had that happen to me, but never once did I curse this person back out. Never said, "Oh, you disgust me too," or "Wish you were never alive." Never. I've defended myself, my points, go back and forth with this person about certain things. I just defend my viewpoint on things, but never curse that person out. Many people wouldn't do that. Imagine, maybe someone else you are romantically involved with take a knife out on you. Spit on you, spit in your food. I've had it done to me, and it's not for anyone's pity, or I'm just saying my experiences. And I do all those things, but you never spit on the person back. You never took a knife back out on them. You firmly still stated your points and defend yourself, so that you can hopefully bring light to that person's mind and about the situation. But you never physically, get back at that person, retaliate. But if the person puts their hands on you, you have the right to defend yourself, right? But for the most part, your approach is de-escalation more than aggression. Many people, that happens to them with a partner, a lover, and there's physical aggression being brought right back, cursing right back. And me, I'm a street preacher, and I minister. I've had people, typically not right in my face. Although it's happened more than once on the streets. I've had people right in my face. I've had people threaten me. I've had people get right in my face and tell me how much they hate me. I've had people try to, be on a train and, expressing my viewpoints. And yeah, people gonna say, don't do that, right? But if they're physically taken off and like telling the person, are you police? Get the police. I'm not in your private property here. And so to that, and when that person eventually leaves, to tell the other people around looking, like, I love that person. That person's just going through a lot, is lost right now, is obviously angry, very depressed. I've had, people just threaten me in my life, and to still say I love them. I love them. I've had another person, again, point a knife at me and threaten me, right in the house, and I respond with love. Call me all sorts of names, curse at me and all that with a knife. Still respond with love. How much I love them. And all I can say is, man, if it wasn't for me personally speaking, my Christian worldview, me studying the Bible, me studying Christ, how he lived, truly receiving him, truly walking in his ways every day, man, I would not be responding in those ways. I would be responding with aggression, cursing people, cursing anyone that disrespects me that way or want me dead, cursing them back out. Me to tell someone who's threatening me and in my face or what might pointing at me, I love you. Huh. Wow. And and it's no credit to me. I'm not taking no credit to myself. I give all the credit back to God. I give the credit to that, the God that a lot of people don't have issues with in all life for all sorts of reasons. And yes, even the Bible that people don't like or against. But, in the midst of all that, and we can disagree with certain things in the Bible, some semantics and certain details, but one thing you can't argue with really is a truly changed life, transformed life. My experience, right? And that's one of the reasons why, I will continue to walk this way with the Lord. I will continue to be a light. Because in the midst of a dark world, and people have such darkness in this world, this evil, and a lot of people, they hate it. They hate it. Because the Bible does say that light and darkness cannot fellowship. Cannot. There's going to be resistance. There's going to be friction somewhere, tension, right? And that's exactly what the Bible has said. So it works. We have issues with certain things in the Bible, certain topics, certain things and all that. God works. The Holy Spirit, I can firmly say, is in me, working in me, still changing me, still doing the work in me. But man, the man that I've become today, there's still things I'm working on, obviously, still things I want to get to and grow in. But man, I'm so happy the man I am today. Still things I'm learning, still things I want to be better in. But man, I give all the credit back to the Lord. All to Him. The ultimate example for living Jesus. The ultimate example for living Jesus. The ultimate model, example. Everyone here has their own way of how they think they should live. And I believe in religion. I don't believe in religion. I don't ascribe to that. I do what I want. Whatever your worldview comes from, your culture, and somehow, especially your culture, we're all going to behave some way in our culture. Our ancestors, certain traits of behavior that they had, get passed down to us. Music, media impacts us, And I just say, why not choose the best? Why not choose the best that works? And Christ's ways work. Christ's way of living, of behaving, it works. In a world that's fractured every day by domestic violence, by wars, by terrorism, by just random violence. The other day I heard about some road rage happening. Someone just was shooting in someone's car, shooting at the person's car, and didn't know there was a kid in the back seat, and getting killed, murdered. For what? Road rage? Just let the person drive off, turn another direction. Just let it go. What? Drive and everybody follow the rules. But when pride comes in, or you want to cut me off, and you're not gonna take my parking space. Pride comes in, and all these negative emotions, and all these people feeling get hurt, and just let loose to the rage. So argue all you want with different Bible topics and stuff like that, but my life is totally changed. I'm a man of joy, peace, being persecuted in different ways, throughout my life. But I said, well, the Bible has already said it would happen. I'm not surprised, and I'm so much better, so healthy, even in the midst of it all. All right, y'all. God bless you. Love you.